Hi, and welcome to my kitchen. Today I will be making homemade ravioli, one of my husband's favorites. I'm trying a new angle, but I'm not sure you're going to be able to see. I don't have much counter space, so I'm doing the best I can. I don't know if that's going to help any. Okay, in my bowl, I've got 2.5 cups of flour. I actually just milled some flour up today, so this is fresh flour. And I've got 2 teaspoons of salt. So now we are going to get started with our fresh eggs. I'm just going to crack them and mix them until it looks good. We'll see. I've got a duck egg and then some of my blue, green, well, they're not blue, they're green and brown, and we're going to just start cracking these in here and see how many we need. Four seems to be a good number, so I am going to put some flour down on my countertop and start working it that way. I probably could have done 3, but that duck egg was rather large, so I should have started with it and then went from there. But it does not matter. I'm gonna get all my dough cleaned out here, and we're just going to start to knead it. And this flour that I put it down to knead in, that will work into the dough, so that little bit of extra egg is not going to be a problem. Now I'm actually going to take part of this dough because I want to put spinach in part of it, and I'm just going to set it to the side. Get this one all kneaded up. Move some of that flour out of the way now. Just start kneading this and working this. This gives you a bit of an arm workout. All right, I am going to cover that and set it to the side. And now I'm going to get ready to get my spinach worked into the other. I'm just taking a tea towel and covering that dough and setting it to the side. Now to start getting the spinach into this dough. Forgive the noise. My husband is helping my son get his dirt bike running, so they're cruising around outside and stopping every little bit to tune it. But I've got about 1/4 cup of washed and dried spinach here. I'm just going to take the long stems off. And now I'm just going to give it a quick chop just to make it a little bit easier to incorporate into my dough. just roughly chop it. Nothing too severe. Okay, now I'm going to take my dough here and just kind of flatten it out and then start working the spinach in as I fold it. There we go. A little bit of flour. And yeah, you can see your spinach sticking through. It's fine. We're just going to work it up. I'll let it sit a few minutes and then we will get ready to roll it out. You can make your filling anything you like, but this is what my husband likes. So I'm going to take some cottage cheese. I don't measure any of this. I just scoop it out. A couple of scoops. That's like 3 spoons there of cottage cheese. And then a big scoop of ricotta. It's not quite half a cup, but it's there. This is my ground up oregano, garlic, and onion that I had dried earlier, and then I just ground them up. I'm going to add salt and pepper. And grated Parmesan cheese. I'm actually going to use a couple of handfuls of that. If you can buy a block of the Parmesan and grate it up yourself, that's always a good thing. It tastes so much better than the stuff you buy in the bag at the store. The pre-grated, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. I'm actually going to put a good bit in here. And I'm going to add one egg to this mix. Now, if you want to add meat or any other seasonings in there, you can. It's all up to you. Personal choice, personal preference. You just want to get this all mixed together. All right, I'm going to set this back in the fridge, get my space cleaned up, and get my pasta roller set up. Okay, this is a pasta roller. It's a Salnovo. I think I'm probably saying that wrong. I got it on Amazon a couple of years ago, and I use it like weekly. My son loves egg noodles, and during the winter we like a lot of soup, chicken soup, and when I have time I try to make egg noodles that I can dry down so I can store them. That doesn't always happen, but I found that I like using the hand roller better than I liked the attachment for my KitchenAid, and it's a lot easier than I'm just getting some of these harder pieces of dough out of the way. What was I saying? Oh, by trying to roll it out with a rolling pin. Now when I do my dough, I always roll it through twice on the number 1, and then in between I coat it in a little bit of flour. Keep it kind of soft, and then I'll move it up to a number 2, and we'll roll it through again. and it just gives you that nice smoother texture. And then I'll move it up to a number 3. Now you can go as thin as you want. I don't want it really thin, but I'm gonna work through it just a little bit here. I usually only do it like 3 settings. Oh yeah. Run it through again. That gives you a nice thin dough. But you can go up all the way, let me see. I think it goes all the way up to, I believe it's 9 on the settings. And then I reset to 1, grab the next piece, and start working it through. I have got a pot of warm water and salt on the stove. So after I get my raviolis filled, I will cook them in the water for just a few minutes. And then what I do is I have another pan over there that I'm going to add my homemade sauce to. So after I drain them out of the water, like I'll strain them out of the water and then put them into the sauce. So I'm going to get those heating up so they'll be ready to go when I need them. What are you doing, bud? Now to cut your dough out, I actually ended up rolling these on a 4 just to make them a little bit thinner. And these are the ones that I put spinach in. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use a lid off of a canning jar. I'm just going to cut them out. You can use whatever you want. If you have a cookie cutter or you actually have a pasta cutter, that's great. I'm just going to cut these out like this. I'll put a little bit of filling in there and then I will seal it up and get it ready to go in my pan of water. But I'm going to get these cut out real quick. Now, all of my scrappy pieces here, I am going to use those to make butter noodles for my son. So now that I've got all my little circles cut out, I am going to start filling. I've got filtered water here. I'm just going to dip my finger in and run around the edge to work as a sealant. Take another piece, just top it, and then with a fork, I'm going to seal the edges. Just go around the edges. I'm going to flip it over and do it on the other side as well, just to make sure it's all sealed. They may not be as pretty as the ravioli you can buy at the store, but let me tell you, this tastes so much better. All right, I'm going to get the rest of these going here real quick. I've got 16 little raviolis made. Some of them are just plain. Some of them have spinach in the dough, but these are ready. My water has come to a low boil, so I'm going to cook these for just a few minutes in the water, and then I will get them in my pasta sauce. I just want to cook the ravioli until they start to float, and as they start to float, I transfer them into my pasta sauce. Doesn't that look amazing? I'm going to sprinkle on some of my shredded up Parmesan here. And my husband, trust me, he'll eat the whole pan when he comes in. Thank you for joining me today, and happy eating!